Hi guys. So today we're going to talk about making the move to becoming a loan officer because it can be really confusing. It's nothing, any of us know about or have been told. You may not know where to start, what the steps are in the process, and in order to make it happen. And so making that jump isn't as hard as you think. You just need somebody to walk you through the steps. And so I'm laying out 7 to 8 steps that we walk through any of our new loan officers on how to follow, make it easy. So this video is just going to be a guide on, all right, you made the decision to become a loan officer. What are the next steps? So, hi guys, I'm Megan Marsh, and I'm a 20-year veteran to the mortgage and the real estate industry. On this channel, we talk about mortgages for home buyers, homeowners, but also we give information to the loan officers and real estate agents that we work with in our industry. And in this playlist, we have a few for loan officers and mortgage brokers. We're going to be posting more videos about all the things you want to know about becoming a loan officer, growing your business, opening a mortgage brokerage, so that you can really dig into these topics. So if you want to know how to get started and become a loan officer and the steps in it, this video will be super helpful and it will tell you each and every step. Now, just want to mention before I dig into each step that if you're already a loan officer or a real estate agent and you want specific training that will help you grow your business, level up, market, do very specific things, we have another channel. It's called Money Mentor Meg, Real Estate and Mortgage Training, that you can go to here. It looks like this. We're going to be posting more specific topics like tips on lead generation, how to set up Google My Business, how to set up your YouTube page, how to do videos, just all productivity, time management. So just something to keep in mind. Now let's dig into it. You wanted to understand and learn, which is the steps to become a loan officer. So if you've decided you're going, the first step is you have to create what's called an NMLS account. We'll put a link to that website in the description. So when you go to the NMLS, you're going to probably see a screen like this. And you know what? So when you see a screen, you're like, okay, I'm not any of these. But on the bottom, we'll see where it says request an account. That's what you're doing. You want to request an account because you're creating your first account. Now I'm going to go to the second screen here. It might, or you can hit like login where you don't have an account yet. So you want to hit that once again, request an account, blue right there. And you are then going to get a series of emails that you're going to need to fill out and complete information for NMLS, and then they will send you an email when your account is set up, and you will have an NMLS number. It won't be active yet until you follow the rest of the steps that we're going to go through, but that is your first step, is following the instructions and requesting your account. Now, second step for any of you, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. On the same website, you want to go to your state's licensing requirements. So there is like this map that you can go to. Let's look at it here. And it's in the NMLS Resource Center, State Licensing. And you want to click on your state. And when you do that, when you click on your state, it is going to bring up this, it's like it's a long list, right? And you'll see the arrows here. I did this for a different video where I was showing people how to go look up the mortgage broker license requirements. But if you keep going down the list, you will look for a individual mortgage loan officer license in the list, and you will click the new application. That's what's going to tell you the things that we're going through in this video right now. So once you get signed up and you have your NMLS account, the next step is going to be to take your 20-hour pre-licensing course. It's down in the middle, new license, 20-hour bundles. I'm going to put a link to Mortgage Educators. We have a discount code for them if you want to use their 20 hours. There's also another company we use. I'll put a link there. You can check them out both. I think the biggest thing to have success with this piece is to pick a class that's going to work with your schedule, because I think there's a 3-day class, a 10-day class. The last thing, it's usually it's online learning, but it's also live. You can't step away and pause it for a week. If you do that, you won't get your money back. You have to take the class as you sign up for it, or you lose your money, and you don't want to do that. So you want to go take your 20 hours, pay attention, take notes, because when you're done with the class, the next step, which is the fourth step here, is going to be to go back to the NMLS website, and you're going to want to go and sign up for the exam. Right when you're done with your class, I recommend sign up for the exam. You can make it 3 weeks out, because step 5, we're going to talk about studying. And so, it kind of gives you the step-by-step here, but you want to click on schedule and pay for the exam and get that set up. And then make sure that the time between when you're taking the test, you're going to have some time to do studying. You have to study for this, guys. And there are study resources that I'm going to share here. For years, the people on our team just did this CompuCram, and that is probably a pro tip here. You have to study, you have to take it seriously, do practice exams. And CompuCram does practice exams. So you can kind of see maybe if CompuCram is in with either of the providers I put. You go through and you do the test questions until you're getting above an 80, 85. Because on the test, you have to get a 75 score, 75% or higher, to pass. And the test has a 50% failure rate. So people do not pass unless they do this. Especially if you've never been in the industry, never done loans, I would really just say study for an hour every day for those 2 or 3 weeks. Go take the test, and you should pass if you do those things. If you don't pass, the retake policy, you cannot sign up to take the test in a week or 2. You have to wait 30 days. And you'll see here, this is on the NMLS website, 30 days. You fail it, you have to wait 30. Fail it again, 30. If you fail it 3 times, you have to wait 6 months. So just study so you don't have to go through that process. Now, after you pass the test, your next steps are going to be, you need to get fingerprints, background check, and credit. So those are 3 things you will need to do. You have to get that done for your license to go active. So you go back to the NMLS website, and then they have a section where you can click on and sign up. The background check is just, you have to click on it and fill it out and pay for it. Fingerprints, you'll have to go somewhere in your town. When you go to sign up for the fingerprints, they'll tell you the locations, you'll pick a time. And then the last step here in the process is going to be picking a company. So a mortgage company or a mortgage brokerage will sponsor you. Once your license shows in NMLS that it's active, we go in and we grab it, and you attest that we are who you want to work with. So you'll do that, and we're going to do another video for you on how to pick the right company to go work for. If you're a new loan officer, or if you're an existing loan officer and you're like, I'm just not getting what I need, because it's hard to know where your best fit is. And you shouldn't just pick a company based on their comp plan or the flexibility they have for things. You want to ask the right questions. You want to know they have the resources that will help you grow. And so most loan officers change mortgage companies every 2 years. Don't do that. Try to find somewhere you can really succeed and the people that will help you do that. So thanks for checking out our video. I'd be honored if you would subscribe to the channel. And I'd love to see any comments you have, questions you have about becoming a loan officer. And I want to answer your questions. And that's the only way I know what your questions are, is if you put them in the comments. So otherwise, thanks again for joining us for our video today. And I will see you next week for another video for becoming a loan officer or mortgage broker.